tonight is I will play your decks, but first I want to play one of my decks. I have been working on this list all day. It's been a hot minute since I flexed my deck building muscles and tried to build something from scratch. As you can see, I am working on a really greedy OG Cthulhu Warrior right here. This one's not ready yet, but having some fun with that. But I posted a joke deck in Booger Cord today. Somebody said, "Oh, does somebody have the deck code for the deck that Booger streamed today?" And Booger didn't stream today. So I felt like fucking with the person who asked the question. So what I did was I sent them a code where every single one of the cards' names was replaced by D's nuts, and then I spoilered it so they couldn't see it, so that when they clicked on the list, it just said 1 mana, D's nuts, 1 mana, D's nuts, and went all the way down. But when we actually looked at the deck itself, there was a shitload of legendaries in it. And it was like 49k dust. And Elemental, who was one of our friends in that server, looked at it and said, "Wow, thanks for sharing such a budget-friendly deck." And I said, "Should I make a budget-friendly Reno Warrior?" And got some positive response. And so this is what I came up with a little bit of help from other people in the servers. So, all right, if you look at, I made a couple of decisions here as far as construction. I'm going to assume if you're playing Reno Warrior, you have Reno Lone Ranger. I'm going to assume you have Zephrys the Great. Those are the only two legendaries I included from the start, and I said, okay, you have to craft these. Every other legendary in here is either free or core. So like Ignis the Eternal Flame, one of our win conditions, he's free. Okani was free. Bob is free. Curator is core. Nomelia is core. Marin was free. The Sunwell is free. And then I looked at all the rares and common cards, and I only have a couple epics that are sprinkled in. I have Frozen Buckler, which is one epic. We're really leaning in on Shield Shatter to be an important clear in our deck because we're not running Reno Lone Ranger. So I thought it was really necessary to have the Shield Shatter and have ways to proc it. We also have, as an epic, since we're running the Excavate package, the Badlands Brawler, we're going to try and like stuff in more clears into this deck because we're really looking to beat aggro and then have just enough random value to scam decks that are slower than us with a little bit of disruption sort of sprinkled in between. Dirty Rat is core, thank goodness. The Excavate package is not the worst for value generation, and yeah, and the forge package gives us some punch. The courier was free. That's what it is. The curator was free. So like yeah, like so we have like you know, Tomka in Burger Cord suggested Sleepy Resident, which I don't hate. That's a good call. I thought of Bob as at the last moment. Bob is like fucking busted, so of course Bob makes it in there. And Tomka also suggested, what did Tomka suggest? I want to give them credit where credit is due. They suggested one other card. I'm forgetting. It'll come to me later. They'll show up on stream and they'll tell me which one. If I remember which card it was a really good idea though. Oh, no, I don't remember. In any case, let's try to win a few games with this and go from there. Pug, please. Who else did I miss while I was talking? Stagee, thank you for the 3 months of Prime. Made it early today. Glad to see you early today. Oh, KVLT with the raid. Thank you, KVLT. KVLT peoples, in case you don't know who I am, my name is Schmoopydady. I'm a monthly Hearthstone Wild Legend player who typically hits Legend first a month, and after that I goof off. And when I goof off, I play your decks. But what I'm doing right now is I am playing a budget warrior deck. Somebody made a snarky remark. Well, not a snarky remark. Mark, they were right. They said, oh, God, look at your deck. It's such a budget-friendly deck. So I decided to make a budget-friendly Reno deck with the one stipulation that I'm assuming you have Reno Jackson and you have Zephrys the Great. Where are they? Where's Zephrys the Great? And you have Zephrys the Great. So I basically went from there. Tomka, do you remember what were the two cards you suggested? What were the two cards you suggested? You suggested Sleepy Resident. I wanted to give you proper credit for it. I wanted to give you... You said Sleepy Resident. You said one other one. And Gift. Thank you. Garrosh's Gift is a good call. Holy Schmoopy. Hi, KVLT. I was around for some of your stream today. How'd it go? How were things? Curse of Reform. Poor bastard. I don't know if I want to use the Zeph, honestly. Nah. You won every single game? See, Resident's so annoying. It is annoying. I saw May here, so I'm switching. I might as well just chuck the curse and hang out. I think I want to From the Depths next turn. I think I want to save. Normally, I'd be ramping with Zephyrus, but I feel like against Disco Lock in particular, I might want to be a little bit more patient. Shuby, are we getting at twos? No. Don't me. I'm sure. We could get the Curator down. Or we can get a Burrow Buster. I think I'd rather get other stuff. Free shield block does seem tempting. How long do you think you'll play this deck? I'll play till I get a couple wins. Won almost any of your game, and now you're rank 7 again? Nice, KVLT. Congrats. I can kill that. Buster, I hardly real. I could bash it too. I think their minions are more important than their other stuff. Dungar is fucking broken. I know you're basically beating every seed lock, right? What's your... How does Dungar do into Disco? That would be like the one concern I would think about. It beats it? Does it beat it? Interesting. I would, if you're good. I was gonna say it. I would suspect that matchup would be a little bit dicey, because you're kind of slower. It's better than the Pirate DH matchup. You kind of take those. Real talk, you kind of take those. Speaking of taking those, I know they drop whatever this is. Okay, it's fine.
Not impressed.
We're really kind of chilling. I can do like Accelerator into one of my big mechs. It's either going to be Burrow Buster or it's going to be Curator. Either way comes with a fair amount of tempo. Okay? Because you want to do Merchant to Soul Barrage. Think Zeph will see it? Let's see if Zeph sees it. This could be great for me. Well, what if I just blow up their board? Real talk? What if I just blow up their shit? I'm not really scared. KVLD double swipes my board once he thinks he's got 100% win rate against Disco Lock. Twitch chat never change. They're kind of hosed. You can still run so much healing in a deck like this. And I'm not running Finley. I'm not running Reno Lone Ranger. I'm not running a lot of stuff. So there's two things that I'm doing right now that Disco absolutely fucking hates. Thing number one, I'm getting big bodies on board that soak up the Soul Barrages. Thing number two, I'm clearing their board. Thing number three is I'm healing. Armor counts as healing. Do you have not any other better option than this Murloc? It's a Murloc to pull off of the Curator. And again, we're doing budget stuff. No dragons? Oh, I had a dragon. Wait, here's a dragon. I had the Lifestealy dragon. Oh. So this is what happens when you build stuff for free. This is what happens when you build stuff, like, from scratch. Sometimes you miss things. I don't know, I think we're doing fine. This is fine. I think I had it, and then I cut it for Ferock, and then I was like, we don't need Ferock. I missed it. What's the win con this deck has? Blow up their shit forever. Yeah, but if we have the Lifesteal Dragon, if we don't need the Lifesteal Dragon, we just trade it back into the deck. I can find something to cut for it. What do we cut for it? Maybe it's just cut the Sunwell. We don't really need the Sunwell. I know it was in my intro, but we also don't need it. My opponent is depressed, by the way. Hello, Elemental from YouTube chat. Yes, Elemental, we're practicing your budget deck right now. Bonk. Ysera's a free card as well. Why do we want Ysera, though? Why do I want to give my opponents mana? Like, one of my newest pet peeves, one of my very newest pet peeves is people wanting to throw Ysera into decks for no purpose other than to have more mana later in the game when they don't leverage it. Like, how do we leverage that? You understand what I'm trying to say? I don't think it's any good. That seems pretty good. My pet peeve is Reno decks. Fair. Fair. They just don't win from here. But more mana, more better. Is it? Well, like, what are we using it for? Do we have an actual specific reason why we're using new Ysera? This deck likely survives long enough to use extra mana, but to what purpose? What plays am I making that are like the nuts? I think I'm cutting the Sunwell for the Lifesteal Dragon. KVLT puts Ysera in Hostage Mage. I think KVLT is mistaken for putting Ysera in Hostage Mage. I think KVLT might be skill differencing people. That's like a Sinferno-esque kind of like inclusion in the deck. To make Sunwell the best ever. All right, we're cutting Sunwell. We'll put the Lifesteal Dragon in there so that our curator's actually drawing 3. They're cool. Highlander Hunter is like the cockroach, man. Highlander Hunter is the cockroach. Uh-oh. Are we going to get Holy Wrath? Are we going to get Holy Wrath, chat? Or is it going to be something else? Hey guys, don't message me during stream. I don't like it. Like, you want to be like timed out and be cute, I know, but it does annoy the shit out of me.
May the light grant you peace.
Okay. I was testing my latency on my end, not to quote you. Okay, fine. Very cute. Yes, yes. Very funnies. Big funnies, chat. Big funnies. La, 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 la. You're all so funnies. Okay. Can I message you via Telegram during stream? I prefer you didn't. Shmoopy, don't forget the hero power this turn. Oh, not this game anymore. Not this game anymore, NHL. Not this game. All right, my recourse, chat, is to hope.
I need a vacation from my vacation.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. My recourse this game is to hope. I should set up an Autobot to do that every X number of minutes. I think I'd go fucking nuts. All right, I'm going to do this. Get something good? Okay. It's not really good, is it? This is only decent. I was hoping that I got their Finley and that they draw the thing. If I got their Finley and they draw the thing, I was going to be kind of okay. Schmoopydady, don't you forget to use your hero power, please. No more, guys. We had our laugh. Thank you. I already said no more. Take the hint.
Initializing descent.
All right, am I dead to dredge? Am I dredge and dedge? Doesn't look like it yet. Okay, I can Ignis next turn and maybe have enough burst to get there. We'll find out. I think in general I'm just fucking dead. But you know, a guy can dream. There's no way we get to 8 mana. There's no way. But we can dream. We can get a 5 mana. Well, if I get a 5 mana and play it on 8, is that really worth it? Maybe if I get Wind Fury? I don't give a shit about that. They have a lot of cheap spells. I'm just gonna, like, say, you are not going to do a Polk Out play. They also have a lot of cheap minions, so they can test that before Polk Out too, and they have a coin. So, like, there's all sorts of things. Cowboy. Am I dead? We might be there, chat. Wait. Maximum damage possible. Is it lethal? Wind Fury, damage. We did it, chat. Eat shit. All right, so I like the inclusion of Sunspot Dragon over the Sunwell. It's a little bit different than the you know, the list that I yapped about at the very beginning of the video, but you know what? This looks pretty good to me. Yeah, you could beat aggro and you can do well enough into stuff like that if you add a little bit of disruption and time your plays pretty well. I don't know. Pretty cheap. I think, like, in total this list would cost you something like, when Lamp counted it up, I think she said it was like, at worst, $4K, $5K dust, and most of that is in Zephyrus and Reno. So current list is 5K dust exactly. We take those. Yeah, it is Con. A constant stream. Yeah, that's the whole idea. And if you enjoyed this content, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing on my YouTube channel. You're right. You're right, though. Like, it was an unlosable position. I think this one's bait. I think this gets nerfed. This is a buffed card, and it still sucks. And special thanks to my members. Holy shit. My members now, if I'm getting them all. May, Alagok, Shane the Bye, Robert Tusk, Timmy the Kaido, White People Happy, and Pug Please. Thank you for being my members on YouTube. Okay. So, for you YouTube people, so